with Skyrim. It's been a while since I streamed it, so I might as well get back to it. Now, I don't know if I sound a little different. It might sound the same. I'm getting a sore throat, so if I sound a little different than usual, that's why. And I might stop it, like, well, I won't stop the stream, but I'll like have my character sit still, and there'll probably be a pause later, because I am baking a pizza right now. So
coming
once
right
it's
up.
done, I have a timer set here in about 15 minutes. So in about 15 minutes, so I'll be AFK for a little bit. Hello, first viewer. Anyway, this is what I was gonna say. About 15 minutes I'll be AFK, cause I'm baking a pizza, and that's when it's supposed to be done. In about 15 minutes. I have a timer set for it. So I'll probably disappear for a couple minutes or so.
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Remember. Left hand, right hand.
Watch what you're doing.
I almost forgot I have dragon stuff. So we'll continue with the main story here. I have to go to the Rat Ways or Thieves Guild. Alright. Forgot about that. Yeah, I was mainly playing a lot of Destiny 2 recently, so...
You want to talk to me?
I'm a little rusty on this. L1, yeah, I would say L1's probably sprint. R1 is my shout or whatever. Just use guild stuff later. Just use guild stuff after I complete the main quest line.
It's one thing to see. Lot of people looking for him. Don't know his name. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly a crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. Dangerous looking elves who didn't give their names. Draw your own conclusions.
Found more.
All right then.
Let's put on my dagger.
That one right there, walking out the door.
Hey, what is he? Hi.
There's the Blades agent.
No. How even are you at to see me right here? Oh, yeah, you're supposed to be down there in the open. Yeah, fuck it. Alright, I forgot I back up really slow for some odd reason.
Behold!
Jeez, you're fucking weak. I'm so used to backing up fast, but oh well. Here we go. To the Ratway Wardens, which is where Esbern is.
Bucket? Yes. Inkpot? No.
Deaf.
Come here, come here, come come here.
No thanks.
Go away. What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her. And she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap. So, Delphine keeps up. You'd better come in and tell me how you found me and what you want. This'll just take a moment. This one always... There we go. Only a couple more.
He has a crap ton of locks on the door.
There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at... That's better. Now
Yep, it's chained and locked.
So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said.
And
the dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead.
And
no one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him.
I don't know about that.
I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for centuries.
Hello.
It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. Give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. No, useless trash. Where'd I put my annotated annuad?
Can barely see this shit over here, but there's some stuff here.
One moment. I know time. Must leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
Just taking some of your shit that you don't really need. Alright, paying 100.
Knife, yes. Book.
Crazy old bag. There we go.
Yes. Bucket, yes. Ink pot.
That's the wrong show. Here we go. Yeah, fight me. Though you're obviously gonna be screwed. Fighting against a guy who has dragon armor and dragon axe. Okay, there was that. more wizard. Die! I say off your head. How you're able to do this at your age is beyond me. There's a... Now you can get moving. It's necklace, I'll take it. Nothing of usefulness or value. Oh yeah. I'm gonna put my shit away, holstered for now. Or sheathed, whatever you pronounce it in this time.
Kill him! Too easy. Die, dead! Homo's memory is
Yes,
lost.
sir. Alright, got the people. More spies. I don't remember where I saw them. Off the other. I just love decapitating them. Spies, not. Where have I seen these people before? Okay, yeah. Description is just my race and name. They didn't really put in what I have on me. What do I even look like? I'm just putting in race and name. Yeah, he's an Imperial. Yeah, you'll be able to spot him right off the bat. Although I think there are multiple Imperials here. Or some Imperials.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rot.
Now we go to Riverwood.
What is it?
No, there he is.
Delphine. It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
This way.
God, they move so slow. Got nothing that doesn't enchant. All my shit's enchanted. Oh, alright.
Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh, yes. Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose, so we must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come, let me show you. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh. This is where they built Aldrin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Aldrin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldrin's Wall? Either of you?
What?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Aldrin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Aldwin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. His location has been lost for centuries, but I have found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about. Near what's now known. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. Your call. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece.
I've actually been there
We'll wait for
before.
you
That's
near
where we
Crossfire.
cleared out a whole bunch of Forsworn. Damn, I was hoping Sven would be. Oh, he is here.
Feindolf. Sure. What can I do for you?
Let's go and have him see
Only
this
true Imperials
for you.
request that one.
Alright, I think I have my character sit here. I'll be right back. Pizza is ready, so eat back in a couple minutes.
Orgnar, this is it. The inn is yours. I'm probably never coming back here.
Well, now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Orgnar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe.
You look like a traveler. Someone that has seen faraway places and heard new stories.
my favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you?
And I'm back. Oh, shit. So, got pizza. If you're wondering what kind, good old-fashioned pepperoni. It's pretty good. And, I have a tray here in front of me. I heard him ask if I was sick. I'm not. Well, not in-game. Not in real life either, but sore throat's being a pain in the ass. You look ill. Are you alright? Yeah.
Out of my way, stranger.
I don't want to fucking hear it. I thought we were friends. I gave you booze. You're drunk. Let me finish the pizza real quick. Oh.
Kill you! God, no!
Killed him in one hit. He was weak. I thought it was a dead body for a second. Dead bird. Alright. Now fast travel to Hearth Spire. And I would have to guess the Force Warner back.
Over here.
I knew it. Wiping off my hand. I don't want to be greasy. Seriously.
All you got?
shadow. Why is it in slow motion? I feel like I bugged it. Slow motion. Look at it. It's stuck in slow motion. Did I break my If I broke the game, then this is one other way. Oh, no, he's back. Why'd you come right here? Why? Okay. Yeah, potion, 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 potion. I think that wasted my poison. Oh, he's gonna land because he's hurting too much. Your soul and gold and my arrows back. Guess you're scared of bows. Oh, he's too scared to fuck at me. Don't worry, I can still absorb its soul from here.
There can be no doubt. You are the dragon warriors of prophecy.
Okay. Hold on a second. If you guys end up hearing what sounds like a motor, it's just my dog.
Damn it! Oh!
Yeah, I fucking one-shotted him in his heart and he died. I forgot how this puzzle went. He tells me.
This looks promising.
Yeah, definitely Earth. Akaviri spoon.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
I think all of them have to be dragonborn.
Yes, that's it. The symbol on the middle pillar.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those warriors left in our way.
Okay, I did step on it. I'm supposed to step on all the dragonborns.
Why are you stopping?
You should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right.
Be careful. We'll cross once it's safe.
Looks safe now. Let's move.
Yeah, I think we might be close to the end.
It's just the two puzzles for this one.
Wonderful. Remarkably well preserved, too. Here's the blood seal. Another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered Reman Cyrodiil?
Who cares?
It's coming to life. After you, Dragon. You should have the honor of being the first.
Oh yeah, also over here is where Blades stuff is. Yep. Got Dragon Bane, which I believe is a one-handed sword. Yep. Delphine Sewer, the wizard, she led whatever the fuck that is, with an invisible torch.
Here it is.
Oh.
Aldrin's Wall. So
take out my phone.
I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Akaviri sculpture and relief.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on art.
Hear it going off.
Yes, yes. Let's see what we have. Look, here is Aldrin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Aldrin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Aldrin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, were arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin the Third.
So we're looking for a shout, then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Only if you don't know how to use it. All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a bet Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third map. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place.
I'll do almost the trophy.
Here are the Akaviri, the blades.
If Akaviri means blades, then just say blades. What the fuck? How the hell did your skeleton get up here? Are you falling? This is a nice looking temple though. Let's go talk to Arngir now. I can't name this right there. Supplies are still here. I'm surprised they haven't taken it yet. I thought so. I thought there was a pathway over here.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for that? No, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn. No. It is called Dragonrend. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Also, I realized I'm coughing and clearing my throat a lot. Like I said, my sore throat, so It sucks. Or what? Oh, I forgot the damn door. I wouldn't mind having a Greybeard's robes. Don't want to try and climb up on top of that.
Path to Parthenax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Look. Core.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final...
Me favorite it or whatever. Actually, I don't have to wait.
from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Look! Look!
It's so nice up here, actually. Aside from the mist, anyway. Also, if I go in up here, then I get frost damage, because it's something we expect.
Look!
Oh, hey, go. How the hell you're still live up here is beyond me.
Look!
This is gonna be me using this shell a whole lot. Hi.
Look! Look!
It's over here. Troll, of course. Now you're gonna loot it.
Look!
Oh, killed the goat. We're gonna name it Billy. He killed Billy.
Look!
I think we're almost there. Should be getting really close. how high up we are. This is just a beautiful view. Yep, see? There's some crossbow shit.
Dremyolok, greetings, Wundernik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strulmach, my mountain? I am as my father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove.
Yeah, although one didn't have a very good one, honestly. Record teaches
By
us
long
fight.
tradition, the Elder speaks first.
Oh, I don't remember how.
Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. The word calls you. Go to it. Dovahkiin, you understand fire as the Dove do. Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw, mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
The shouts.
Ah, I have expected you, Proda.
Okay.
You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Yes, they are very protective of me. Bachlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
I like this one. I don't want to.
Bruza, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lind Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born?
This is debatable.
You have much to learn of the Dove, then. There is nothing else but philosophy to a Dova. It is no accident that we do battle with our Thum, our voices. There is no distinction between debate and combat to a dragon. Tinvak Loskra. For us, it is one and the same. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world?
Dragons like mountains.
True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwahlan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls, as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Sofa Suryek. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran, incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol.
If I remember correctly, Fus is force, Fem is supposed to be frost, and this is supposed to be fire.
In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyak, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare? Which calls to you in your... That, think of this as the fire build.
Okay, I really don't understand what that was all about. Oh well.
In your sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare? Sum Ark Mora.
Why is he just repeating that over and over to me? Sum Ark Mora. Like, okay.
5,
Sounds like get down the mountain a little faster. I don't know how long it lasts. Okay, it lasted a while. So I guess I'm gonna talk to Arngary because it's closest now. I'm gonna talk to the Blades. Because I know they'll eventually ask me to like kill Paarthurnax. Because we're dragon hunters, and I don't really care for them, honestly.
So, you spoke to Robertimus. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon rend shout? Well, so be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek. Sky, got you.
Go through this, just fast travel. Alright. Made to Winterhold. Okay, go speak to the orc who handles the library.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
There are few places where one can... I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
That's why I have a lot of gold.
I have many important... Now... Are you quite sure we need to be speaking?
Arcanium, aka the library.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge.
Whatever.
It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy? I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting... An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods. It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad. Ah, you think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about... Wait, were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
The moment you mention Dragonborn, they're like, What?
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
I'll just flip it, and you guys want to read, you can just pause it. So, for that. Right.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Or we... Aye, that's the work of Septimus Signus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls. But, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact. Haven't heard from him since.
I guess you can go find him. Whoops, take that out. Yes, I'm about to do something very stupid and crazy. Hello, third viewer. Time for the stupidity here to kick in. Let's see real quick.
5D!
Whee! Ow. Vanishing point, hello. Nice pick also, it's a donkey. Just workers. Yeah, there's one. It looked like it was floating. Let's get some meat. Dogs are indeed. I have to Hey, here's his boat.
When the top level was... Elder Scrolls, indeed. The Empire. They absconded with them. Or so they think. The ones they saw. The ones they thought they saw. I know of one. Forgotten. Sequestered. But I cannot go to it. Not poor Septimus. For I have arisen beyond its grasp. Here. Well, here as in this plain. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby, relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby. One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want. You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Hidden learnings kept. Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mazak. Oftan, the point of puncture, of first entry of the tapping. Delve to its, but not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock.
Guy's nuts.
2 things I have for you. 2 shapes. One edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mazak and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
What? Whatever. Let's just go for the scroll. I'm not gonna bother with this shit. I'm waiting to see if he pops up yet. Okay, doesn't pop up yet. So you're wondering who is supposed to be Hermaeus Mora, Daedric Prince of Knowledge. I fucking hate the form he comes. Actually, his form is just him. He's just a massive tentacles in the black abyss. There's this trowel there from Mount Anthor. That's not landing right now. Can't even see where he's at. He's on fire. I don't have Dragon Grin yet, otherwise this fight will be over. Just doing the hard way. It's flying away. He's coming back. Now he's flying away to fight something else. was gonna go my way then. I don't really need to fight it. I don't really need its soul. I have a good bit of souls left over still. Let me see. I have 18 dragon souls, so I'm good for right now. Oh, you came back. Still wanted to come at it, huh? Now you land, huh? There, it's done. Wait, what? Why? What did I do that to him for? Actually, shit, I should keep these. Get rid of these. Doesn't even give me a soul, dick. I wish I could get into that, but I can't. Now we go in through the ruins. Stealth, am I right? Yeah, after all, my stealth is up to 100 right now.
What is it? I know you are trying to keep it for yourself, Tizan.
You're nuts. Die. Put the cat down. Can't avoid the attacks. I have so much shit on me. Damn it. I knew I forgot to drop something. To drop left, okay. Never know if, like, if there's a door that might be open or not. Again, the reason why I'm not talking so much because my throat. But I'll struggle to make some commentary. Keep working. Looking at like, I don't think it's your shoulder. It looks like it's in your head. Yeah, we got Farmer. Somewhere else. Seriously. How many times can you fuck up a strike like that? You got any of them arcade? That's nice. Come on. Shouldn't be this difficult. There we go. There's skeleton here. Ah, fucking Christ. A master lock chest behind an expert lock door. Well, this is gonna take a while to pick. Oh. Here we go. Eric died from that. Oh, he's definitely dead. Hell, I would have died from Is there supposed to be a trap here? No. Now it's actually trying to do this stealthily a little bit. Stab you. Come on. Okay, let's leave it. Whose idea was it to have fire things in your gasoline? I almost triggered it too. judgment, I want your souls. Got a bunch of shitty books in here. Where were you hiding? I have visibility. I do. She got torched to death, obviously. All the stuff they had on in their bags were on. Oh. Someone. Oh, no, that's the fall. That's the fall that I knocked off. Fuck. Why you stop right there? Seriously? Alright, that should connect it. That should hit also. What the fuck? Okay. Now that definitely should hit. Oh, fucking stop there on coincidence, eh? Fuck you. What the fuck? Fucking invisible goddamn hitbox right there. There's one spider here. Oh boy. Epic shot on a sleeping spider. Just keep going now. I forgot how far we had to go until we get to the place we have to. I think we're really close. I think we are anyway. Just don't take my word for it. Oh yeah, we're actually really close. Actually, I think we're almost right there, about there actually. Just pass it, I don't mind. Alright, there's supposed to be something up here, right? That's what's supposed to be up here. Son of a bitch, I don't have invisibility potions. Ah, shit. Wait, fuck. Yep. Because there's just something about touch. I'm not gonna question it. That Achilles heel. There you go. I took out its heel. It's like Achilles heel.
Sulla, let's just get out of here. Hasn't there been enough death?
Of course you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back, so you can have all the glory for yourself.
Hello? Who's there?
Ah, found you.
Nothing! And you thought I was just a pretty face.
You're a dead woman! Mercy!
Where'd you run to, you coward?
Mercy!
Oh, your head. Alright, well. Let's go to Black Reach. It's so nice down here. Not really. It's a fucking big black abyss. But it is kind of pretty, you know, when you think about it. Kind of. Didn't miss that time. Oh, there's a bunch of ebony ores here. But then there's also like ores where you can get like gemstones from them. Not gemstones, the soul gems, there you go. But I think there are also some ones for gems. There we go. Wait, what? 611 had never had children of his own, but has nieces and nephews and cousins. Interesting. Well, activated. I mean, basically all we're gonna be doing is just taking the red nerd roots that we find. Can I make potions? Did I even bring anything with me that I can use to make invisibility? Yes, I can. Yes, I did. There we go. Oh, you got fucked up. Yeah, I gotta get 30 of these. I'll probably just do it free time. It's just gonna be a huge boring process of like wandering around finding these red nerd roots. But right now we're just gonna focus on the main quest at hand. Because I think we should just hurry up and try and get this story done and over with. 1 second. Got this big motherfucker over here attacking you. Your attack focused on me. Big overgrown insect. Oh, what, you getting back up? I see that. I'm gonna go invisible and sneak up on it if I can. Dog you to hell and back if you don't go away. I can't. I'm just gonna use my bow then. There's one. Right in the heart. I just have to when I hear it. If it's close by, I'm gonna get it. You want some of this, buddy? Want some of this? Oh hey, where'd you come from? Go kill this other one up here. Also that weird castle palace whatever is. Yeah, there's farmer there, but they enslave humans there. Hey. Okay, yeah, just stand here. Let me take it. Oh, okay, you're trying to take care of your nest, huh? Well, no regrets. Fuck you. Ah, fuck you. You better not activate it, because I'm leaving you alone. I think that's the tower we have to go to over there. Yeah, I believe it is. Alright. Yep, we're almost there. Just running for it. Just run. I hear it clicking. Oh, okay, it's just a playback of my stream. Never mind. Watching the stream on my phone to take care of any chats. Hey, that was nice. And now we go to the throat of the world.
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doomed. Driven. Kolgan Akatosh.
This is gonna be the damn thing.
The very bones of the earth are at your
Gormley!
Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Kriegwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
I don't know why it did this dual wield attack.
A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
I didn't notice that.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We've blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Golgor, Sori, Birka.
They did not have Dragonren. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
What have you done? What twisted words have you created? Tarudis Padras, my teeth to his neck. But first, dear Kumar, die in terror, knowing your final fate. To feed my power that I come through in Sovngarde.
If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel the first time, worm. I see it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free!
Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. We shout you out from all our endings unto the last. You are banished!
Work. You did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Give me a second, fuck. Need a favorite.
My belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde.
You are too late, Alderaan. Dovahkiin, use Dragon Rend if you know it.
My power has waxed.
I didn't mean to hit fucking
friends. I will feast on the solid.
Oh god, I forgot how strong he was.
I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagis Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
Oh, that was quick and easy.
Lot Kongrach, you truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Kongrach victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle. Alduin always was Pahlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him. Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, hmm?
Yes, but your Soom is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. Yes, this was ages ago. I do not know how he came to be. The Hofkossayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever.
Yeah, it's Balgroof. You can go talk to him. Anything to say, guard?
For a dragon to attack Kyne's Grove. Why? Why there? There's no place safe.
Yeah, I mean, it was next to a burial ground. A dragon burial ground, anyway.
What is it that you need? I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon. Of course. You already... But I don't understand. Why let a dragon... Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? I didn't say anything about giving up. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon? I want to help you, Dragonborn. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. Then, but getting both sides to agree to a truce. Maybe. What if the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
Sorry for skipping dialogue also, I just read it fast.
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain.
Alright.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Yeah. Meditating in front of window as usual.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You did. I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved them. I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. We will see if they still remember us. Wind, guide you.
Yeah, I gotta get Tullius and start Ulfric. Great. Well, at least not involved in the war at all. I heard one of the Greybeard's training also.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted the Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on the White Run.
The Stormcloaks are
Only
fighting
the fool
victory across the land.
do I know you. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. But he has... I'm always... So long as your criminal past stays in the past,
he's against us.
and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks. Speak with Galmar. He'll size you up and... It's about time they turn their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully... I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless... Alduin, the World Eater of song and legend. Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the... Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Now I'm going to Solitude. My eye.
Solitude wouldn't be the same without the Fire Festival. City owes you a debt of gratitude.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
I remember you. You were at Helgen. Speak to Legate Rickon. I see. Then there's nothing further to discuss. If you change your mind... The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem. But my job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons. You may have a point. It's getting difficult to even move troops around without attracting a dragon attack. By all accounts, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as badly. Even Ulfric might... Yes, fine, I'll come to this... He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. And can you believe it? Both Ulfric, Stormcloak, and my cousins out fighting dragons. In what way?
Oh shit, they agreed to go. They're both heading there right now as we speak.
Guard.
Oh boy, gargoyles. Huh?
We're going down to the bank and I in and out so that I can see how they're doing. I just checked my debit card from my account, and my debit card expired in October. I thought, well, I better get in there and get it done. Alright.
Sorry. Mom was here. I'm pretty sure you guys heard her. Delphine, Esbern, what the fuck are you both doing here? Nice armor.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You are not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? The hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter. So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. Do you know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending. And so it
That's the name of the quest also.
But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim. Why delay?
Alright, now we're gonna actually get a little bit carried here. Just be formal about taking the help off.
Please, take your seat
Let
so
my
that we
hair
can begin.
fall. And we'll just casually walk up.
Take your seat, and we can begin.
Yeah, fine, I'm just gonna fucking run past you. Huh.
Why delay? Please, take your seat so that we can begin.
Oh no, I'm gonna quick save real quick.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here
No.
in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around. It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
You know exactly... No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
To arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
Really
so that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely
What would the Empire want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time.
Fuck you too, man.
You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I'll hear at your request. I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
Wanna hold a shitty place? Fuck.
The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil, and threatened Ulfric's southern flank. You heard the man, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, and now it seems you help the Empire at every turn. As for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does it
Shut
have
up.
to do with the...
If he's right about Alduin, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
You surrender Falkreath to us. Sidgeir steps down, and Dengir of Stun resumes the Jarlship.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide. Although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. What say you, Dragonborn? Spoken like a true son of Skyrim.
Wasn't even born here, bro.
I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius. These are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces. Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thungvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften.
Why her? I can't be anyone else.
Falkreath will be turned over to Ulfric, and Dengir of Stoom will return as Jarl. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men...
Oh, why isn't telling me to speak to Esbern?
Help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon at Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with the voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory over Alduin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in this scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
These terms are satisfactory to my government. The truce is unlikely to last long.
One more thing. We know about Parthenon. That's fine. We needed his help. Now we don't. And he's not just any dragon. He committed atrocities so infamous they are still remembered thousands of years later. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him.
No.
Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as Blades if we continued to help you. Make your choice, Dragonborn. Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. I don't need your help anyway. too. That's pretty nice.
I'm glad you were able to negotiate a truce, but I don't trust Ulfric.
Alright, let's go do this. Alright. Let's get on with this and summon Olafing. Just summon him to guess help out.
May the gods watch over your battle. As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. Come, my men stand ready on the great porch.
Alright. Let's get ourselves a dragon.
Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready.
Get another quick save.
We're ready when you are.
Oh, here he comes. Oh shit, here he comes. He is a coming. At least they reset my shout.
Hear that?
We're about to see something wonderful here. He just snatched him. Oh my god, there he goes.
Steady. Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down.
Overkill!
I've been looking for you.
What the fuck?
I have a letter here from Quintus. A letter. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Get back!
Letter from Quintus. Well, hard for me to do that right now. Just capture the dragon.
Someone do something! God damn!
Zubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. In Sir Alduin, no doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renikvaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free? Serve you? No. Croesus. There is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention. Only this. You have the Thuum of Adova. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while in prison. Indeed, or in Britbro. I cannot leave here until you defeat Alduin, which you cannot do without my help.
Ah, fuck, where the stairs again? I forgot. All over here.
Incredible. You'll be the toast of Whiterun for this.
You have no
Now, if you don't
how
mind,
long I have waited.
got a city to keep.
I would be most...
I can't believe... You sure about that? You want to let that... Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
This seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
Was nu? Dini dein Ruthe Astval.
You can really tell it's there. It fits so well. Shit, actually almost safe.
Saran Uth. I await your command as Krezini. The freedom of the sky beckons. Yet I stay here, Nogal, as promised.
I'm going to do an actual save first. Alright.
Saran Uth. I await your command.
Let's go.
Zukbrit Oth. I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the dove will only increase. Amativ Mubokotin Stinselok.
I guess I'm both.
This is as far as I can take you. Grifboth Akrin. I will look for your return. Or Alduin's.
Don't plan on dying just yet. Alright, let's see, take the gold and my arrow back. I guess I'll take your soul while I'm at it. Oops, wrong shout. Charge my axe. Dragon, would you like to fight me as well? Or shows music. I don't know why there's no music. Should go for some good battle music. Shout again, damn. I'm just gonna keep fire breath. I keep forgetting to switch it. Usually those things do a crap ton of damage to me, but I guess not. I guess I'm becoming stronger. Oh. Oh no, facing this way, I think. Here. It's been a while since I did this, so I don't remember exactly. Oh, I get it now. I already got it. Never mind, got it. I think. Is this the right door? Never mind, I don't got it. I got it in the chest. Now I switched to that. Of course not. Son of a bitch. I don't think I ever had this much trouble with it. I feel like it's super obvious, but I'm fucking it up horribly. It's not working. the fuck that's supposed to be. Something apparently. Doing wrong. Are you fucking kidding me? Pissed. So pissed. Pissed off beyond belief right now. I'd be more pissed with myself. So much. Who hit me? Burn you. I don't want to know what's going on there. If you ask why I do this, I have a serious spider problem and I am terrified of them. Go for the big metronome. Help. Still got that rock. Enough of this fucking temple. This way. I should check the trigger. Oh, I thought you disarmed me for a second. Like, use frostbite fire. Like to oh, diamond claw. Oh, we got a fox, a butterfly, and a dragon. Nope, that one had to stay still. Fucked it up by accident. Of course not. Thing's too fucking powerful. You know it's dead. Outside the temple now. Oh, we just have to get to the portal. there.
Look!
Turn back, traveler. Many have braved the shadowed veil, but vain is all courage against the peril that guards the way. Near Giant's Gap, in the gloom before dawn, we marched unsuspecting into the Imperial's trap. Then we stood and fought, our shield wall defending, until by dawn's light, the Legion's ranks wavered. But I never knew, if Night's End brought victory, a swift flying arrow to Sovngarde carried me. Alduin, his hunger insatiate. Can you lead the way to where Shore's Hall waits, beckoning us on to welcome long sought? I saw it fair when first I trod this long-sought path. The pain, Shore's Hall, shimmer. I fly. Hurry, before Alduin your life devours. Bring word to Shore's Hall of our hard fate. I'll try to hold to your hopeful purpose. Quickly, before this encompassing fog once more snares me in the world. There is no escape. Courage is useless.
Look!
When I woke from cold death, my doom was lifted. There was Shore's Hall, my heart's desire.
Look!
Alduin Huntsman.
God.
In life, I felled foes unnumbered, fearless in
Stop
battle.
following me.
Look!
Yeah, I knew I saw someone. Who are you?
Turn back, before he finds you. There is no escape. Courage is useless.
Look!
Factor was again. Hey, Legion.
Turn back before
Look!
he finds you.
Dragonborn, I'm alive. He can't take me. I will kill him, and I don't get his soul. I'll just do it.
Look!
What brings you, Wayfarer Grim? To wander here in Sovngarde? A fateful errand. No few have chafed to face the worm, since first he set his soul snare here at Sovngarde's threshold. But Shore restrained our wrathful onslaught. Perhaps deep counseled your doom he foresaw. I am soon, shield thing to Shore. The whalebone bridge he bade me guard, and winnow all those souls whose heroic end sent them here to Shore's lofty hall, where welcome well earned awaits those I judge fit to join that fellowship of honor. No shade are you, as usually here passes, but living, by what right do you request entry? I welcome the chance to challenge the blade of Ysgramor's heir, honored shield brother to godlike Whitemane, whom I've watched for in vain. Living or dead, by decree of Shore, none may pass this perilous bridge till I judge them worthy by the warrior's test.
Then let us fight.
fought well. I find you worthy.
Yeah, you're bloody.
It is long since one of the living has entered here. May Shore's favor follow you and your heir.
I hope it'll be alright. I hope that blood goes away. That'd be a real rough one. God. Why is the bridge a fucking dragon bones? Couldn't just be like a normal wooden bridge. Alright, here we are.
Welcome, Dragon.
Yes, Gamar.
Our door has stood empty since Alduin first set his soul snare here. By Shore's command, we sheathed our blades, and ventured not the Vale's dark mist. But three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe. Gormlaith, the fearless, glad-hearted in battle. Hecon, the valiant, heavy-handed warrior. Feldir, the old, far-seeing and grim. The three await your word to loose their fury upon the perilous foe.
See? Oh, he does it with red. Nice. That's a big feast right there.
Far you've traveled, your trials long, to taste Sovngarde's sweet dip. My disciples still follow the difficult path. The way of the voice is neither.
At long last, Alduin's doom is now ours to seal. Just speak the word, and with high hearts, wherever he lurks.
Hold, comrades. Let us counsel take before battle is blindly joined. Alduin's mist is more than a snare. Its shadowy gloom is his shield and cloak. But with four voices joined, our valor combined, we can blast the mist and bring him to battle.
Shit, might as well put on clear skies then.
Feldir speaks wisdom. The World Eater, coward, fears you.
Seek ye food or song
Take
on
your
envy.
ease.
Fighting,
Troubles
drinking,
fade.
fellowship, and boasting. Find welcome here. Warm your soul.
Desperate battle with our black-winged foe.
To battle, my friends! The field will echo with the clamor of war, our wills undaunted.
Alright, now we're gonna fucking kill Alduin finally. I have no idea what Nicholas is. Oh well. Charge! Jump,
The eyes of Shore upon you this day. Defeat Alduin, destroy the soul snare.
Alright, let's clear this area for the battle. And allow me to quick save.
We cannot fight the foe in this mist.
Clear skies! Combine our shouts!
Look!
Yes, we have to do this multiple times.
Again!
Again!
Look!
Does his strength have no end? Is our struggle in vain?
Damn, no one.
Stand fast! His strength is failing. Once more and his might will be broken.
Hey, here it comes. New dragon run.
The endless wait gives way to battle. Alduin is doomed. This is the hour.
Really bad. Someone here.
Rada! A Skyrim! A door! A Southern God's freedom!
Kill her, motherfucker.
This was a mighty deed. The doom of Alduin encompassed at last, and cleansed his Sovngarde of his evil snare. They will sing of this battle in Shores Hall forever, but your fate lies elsewhere. When you have completed your count of days, I may welcome you again with glad friendship and bid you join the blessed feasting. When you are ready to rejoin the living, just bid me so, and I will send you back. Tarry not too long. The land of the dead is not meant for mortals to live.
Hail him with great praise! Even here, where heroes throng, few can match this mighty deed. What glory! The gods themselves must envy us this well-earned honor.
Our ancient debt for Alduin's reprieve is now repaid. The long night is ended.
I'll look for you, friend, when at last you return to Shaw's Hall. The honor will be ours when you rejoin the ranks of Sovngarde.
When you are ready to rejoin the living, just bid me so, and I will send you back. Return now to Nurn, with this rich boon from shore, my lord. A shout to bring a hero from Sovngarde in your hour of need.
Ah! He shouted me back home. Oh, what a fucking... Are they angry at me or what?
Surod Furkanaran. The eldest is no more. He who came before all others and has always been. Happy? No, I am not happy. Zeh mahi lost ondur bormai. Alduin was once the crown of our father Akatosh's creation. You did what was necessary. Alduin had flown far from the path of right action in his pachlok, in the arrogance of his power. But I cannot celebrate his fall. Zutiraz ach ochma. He was my brother once. This world will never be the same. Indeed, you saw more clearly than I. Certainly more clearly than Alduin. Roch Funta Korav. Perhaps now you have some insight into the forces that shape the Benesitid, the currents of time. Perhaps you begin to see the world as a Dova. But I forget myself. Crosis, solos midfadon. Melancholy is an easy trap for a Dova to fall into. You have won a mighty victory, Sarok Kondrach. One that will echo through all the ages of this world for those who have eyes to see. Savor your triumph, Dovahkiin. This is not the last of what you will write upon the currents of time. Goran, I feel younger than I have in many of the doors now scattered across Kizar. Without Alduin's lordship, they may yet bow to the Vaxen, brightness of my doom. But willing or no, they will hear it. Fare thee well, Dovahkiin.
That's it.
Kuza Wundana wa Wolfgain. I wish the Old One luck in his quest. But I doubt many will wish to exchange Alduin's lordship for the tyranny of Parthenax's way of the voice. As for myself, you've proven your mastery twice over. Furi Dovahkiin, I gladly acknowledge the power of your Thum. Zu Odaving, call me when you have need, and I will come if I can.
Looks like we defeated Alduin. And I don't think I'm gonna kill Parthenax. I like him too much to kill him. But yeah, let's go see what this guy wants.
You need
Word
anything,
is spreading
come see
like
me.
mage fire.
I'm as resourceful
The great
as I am
evil has
swift.
been vanquished.
To the white file. and just see what he wants from me.
I'll never have... Good to hear. You can be a difficult man to find. Thankfully, those couriers are... I have some thoughts. There are... on the top of the throat of the world. Then we need the tusk of a mammoth. Grab... The final step is tricky. If you can bring me these materials, the file can again be made whole.
I have a Forsworn Hearts. Need a tusk powder from mammoth tusk powder anyway, and that can be found at this one. And then I gotta go to the throat of the world where Parthenax is. But I think that'll end it for this stream. We completed the main quest, so I guess my free time I'll work on these other side quests. But when it comes to the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood and whatever quest lines, I will do Dawnguard and Dragonborn. I'm not forgetting those. I am going to do those. But now this was, I suppose, the first, well, second. I'd say second chapter. First chapter.
Good to see you again.
Actually, no. This is the first chapter. So this ends the first chapter.
A few
of
septims for my
Robertimus.
supper is all I ask.
Actually, this should have been the second chapter. I don't fucking know. All I know is that I did the Companions quest line, and I was thinking of that being first chapter. Dragonborn, or
Yes.
this one is the main quest line.
I
This
ask
would be
only
the
for a little
second
charity.
chapter, but oh well. This ends it. This ends it for this stream. I'm gonna relax for the rest of the day. My throat really hurts. And I'll see you guys in the next stream.